Hey, what's good, y'all? Um, Real quick, I wanted to touch on this topic that I just heard about. Apparently, um, ex Ghetto Boys artist Willie D, he made a video in reference to him being sexually assaulted at a Houston nightclub. I believe it was last night, and I just want to say a few things in regards to these allegations. Um, First and foremost, um, sexual assault um, amongst men goes under the radar, because a lot of times, like Willie D said, that he mentioned, when men say things or they mention things in regards to being sexually assaulted by a woman, they're looked at in a funny way by most of society, men and women. It's almost like when you're a guy, why are you complaining about a woman such and such? Well, maybe that guy didn't want that woman touching him. I mean, is that hard to believe that men don't have preferences? I mean, I don't understand why, because most women are used to men with no moral value, and they have no principles, or no dignity, no pride, no standards, right? They feel because they've dealt, or they've dealt with these type of men, or they frequent the establishments that accompany these type of men. They feel that all men are like that. Well, I'm here to tell you from experience, and from who I know that I am as a man, all men are not like that. All men don't just screw everything that they see. You know what I'm saying? Some men do have preferences, believe it or not. And as a man or woman, of course, you should be able to frequent wherever you like. If it's a public place and people are welcome, then you should be able to frequent whatever establishment you want without the worry or fear of being violated or sexually assaulted by anyone. But on that same note, um, before I get there, let me just say this. Before I get to that part, let me say this before I forget. Um, Willie made a reference to a young lady kissing him, or excuse me, she hugged him at first. She came up to him, she hugged him, and then afterward she hugged him. She got a little more excited and began kissing the brother on his neck or whatever. And he kind of like, pushing her off, like, "Oh, what you doing?" You know what I mean, or whatever's whatever. He don't know this chick. You know what I'm saying? He don't know where she come from. She, I'm saying, she could have just got finished sucking a whole crew off. You don't know, you kissing kissing the nigga on the neck and shit. You know what I'm saying? She might be a dirty bra. You understand? I mean, it's crazy because you got people in the comment section asking if she looked like Whoopi Goldberg or Halle Berry. The fuck that got to do with anything? I mean, when a woman gets sexually assaulted, do people ask her? You know what I'm saying? What the man looked like? Was he fine or was he ugly? Nah, they don't care. They don't care. From what's considered fine or what's considered not fine, they still lock that nigga up. No questions asked, for real, most of the time. Guilty until proven innocent. They lock your ass up and they give you a bond and you got to prove your innocence as a man. But it's totally different when it comes to a woman, and I don't think that's something that's going to change ever. Of course it's not right, but being as though society views things the way that they do, I don't think that's something that's ever gonna, change or whatnot. But I want for the dudes that was in that man's comment section saying that stupid shit. So if your daughter is in a nightclub, right? Even if, as an older dude in your 40s or maybe 50s, if your daughter is in a nightclub and she come tell you a dude sexually assaulted her or whatever, is you gonna be asking her what the dude looked like? Oh, you wasn't attracted? Of course she wasn't attracted to him. She wasn't interested at all, nigga. If she coming and telling you about it, it obviously bothered her, nigga. You ain't gonna ask no questions, nigga. You ready to kill, huh? Most niggas, you ready to do damage. You feel me? Keep that same energy. And for the females that don't think it's a big deal. Hey man, so if you got a 25-year-old chick that find your 13, 14-year-old son attractive because he got hair on his face, but he a baby. You feel me? You don't know this dirty ass broad, this dirty hoe could be a fucking prostitute, anything. Your son might not know no better and lay with this bitch, and now he done got, you know what I'm saying, could get a dirty ass broad pregnant, or possibly even get something that he can't get rid of. This is your son, huh? How would you feel about that? You would think that's funny? You would be down with that as a mother? Hell no. Not if you give a fuck about your son. And I know how most of you bras feel about your sons, because you baby them like they girls. A lot of you don't treat them like that. You baby them, always hugging and I love you. There ain't nothing wrong with telling your son you love him and shit like that. But some of y'all be going a little too far. So I know from what I've seen about the way these modern day women raise their sons, they wouldn't be cool with that. Not at all. Now for Willie D, I believe, is 55, 56 years old. My mother is 58. I'm 41. My mother's 58. Now I'm going somewhere with this. Me as a 41-year-old man, I do not frequent nightclubs. Okay? Why I don't frequent nightclubs? Because if I'm going to be in an environment, I want to be in an environment where there's like-minded individuals. I can't see what type of like-minded individual I'm going to be looking for in that type of establishment, in that type of environment. I mean, it's more, you're going to run across more negative energy than you will positive energy there. And as a 55, 56-year-old man, this is something that he should be, Mr. Willie D should be well aware of already. You know what I'm saying? Once again, this man is damn near old enough to be my father. Okay? He's old enough to be my father. Now, what a 50, because you wouldn't catch my mother nowhere near no goddamn nightclub. You know what I'm saying? If she want to have fun, you can go to a friend's house. Y'all can have a gathering at a friend's home. You know what I'm saying? Where it's more safe, where you know that there are going to be a certain genre of people there, like-minded individuals. You already know what you're getting yourself into. What's in a club for a 55-year-old man? What is a 55-year-old man? What is the attraction with a nightclub at 55 years old? That's my only question. I'm not saying, and it's like you know that to me that's still a young mentality in a way. And I know it seems weird because people are like, well, damn, how can a person be in a 50 still do childish shit? Well, it's a lot of people that are older in stature or whatever, or older as far as their age is concerned, but their mental is still like that of a 20-some-year-old or whatever, because those are mistakes that younger people make. Knowing the environment you're going in, right? Knowing the environment and what could potentially be there, right? Then when the negativity comes to you, you act as if you're surprised. Like, whoa, what the hell's going on? Oh, man, well, I'm not saying it was right and that it should have happened, but if you wasn't fucking there in that negative environment, what's the odds of it happening, bro? This is coming from a 41-year-old, man. A guy that's like 15 years younger than Willie D. Make it make sense, man. We got to take responsibilities. And you know, we have to we have to take accountability for the decisions that we make, man, as men and women. At the end of the day, it ain't nobody's fault if you make a decision to do something and things go a certain way, or you place yourself in a certain environment, and what's supposed to happen happens, or what negative things usually happen, whether that be from shots ringing out, people getting fighting, trampled, whatever. Those are things that normally happen in these type of establishments. So, gotta take accountability. You know, who else is to blame for it? Huh? Are we going to shift the blame to other people? I mean, who decided to frequent that establishment? Make it make sense. Black Dr. Phil, I'm out.